Today is a really exciting day. Now, if you haven't been living under a rock on YouTube today, you noticed that Nanlite released the Forza 60C. Nanlite was kind enough to send us a couple of the Forza 60Cs to try out on our productions in real case scenarios and give them some honest feedback. What you saw in the intro video was using 3 Forza 60Cs as kickers from behind for our dance sequences. The only other light that we used was a 500 for our key light and a tube light for a little fill on the shadow side. Besides that, these Forza 60s really kicked ass on set and I'm loving them. I hit up some of my business partners that I co-own the production company with out here in Los Angeles. We got a couple of our friends who are dancers involved, and we rent out 2 different studios just to see what it is that we could do with this spotlight, and I had a blast. Using the new 60C as a kicker for our dance videos, just to give a pop of color and contrast. So let's go jump into that BTS so you could see how on set we were using this, as well as a quick production I was on shooting B-roll for our A-roll that we did as a pickup shoot.
Let's get moving.
What this poor girl has to go through.
Let's get moving.
Back in 2019, the 60 came out. This daylight balance light was super tiny and affordable. The rigging options were endless, and so were the modifiers. This little light was even brighter and more color accurate than another competitor's 120D at 1/3 of the size and almost 1/3 of the cost. So instantly this light became a fan favorite. Fast forward a year later, Nanlite released their B model of the Forza 60, B standing for bicolor, which had a Kelvin scale of 2700 up to 6500. This was awesome because we no longer had to bring different gel strengths like CTOs and Bs and half and quarter strengths and fulls. We could just twist the dial of this light and get the color that we wanted in camera for our creative needs. Well, today, like I mentioned, the 60C was introduced. You might ask, what does C stand for? And that's color. So why not just name it the Forza 60 RGB? Well, Nanlite has new technology in this light, and it adds a LAC at the end of RGB. So it's RGBLAC, standing for red, green, blue, lime, amber, and cyan. Now, the addition of the lime, amber, and cyan has allowed us to have a lot more range when it comes to shifting hues. The first thing we noticed in our RGB mode was the colors that were coming out of this light. For once, being so used to regular RGB lights, we were seeing awesome shades of like mint greens and very amber oranges, just different colors that I'm not truly familiar with when going through a regular RGB hue scale. So this was very exciting. Now, another feature about the 60C is its Kelvin scale. Like I mentioned, the 60B was 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin, which was practically perfect for most people's needs, but Nanlite wanted to step it up, giving the lowest of the low of a 1800 Kelvin range. So if you want that warm, real candlelight motivated light, you can go that low, and as high as 20,000 Kelvin. 20,000 Kelvin, guys. I've never really seen a light with that high of a cool temperature scale, and the color is just beautiful. It's soft. Like, this light has been a pleasure to work with on our sets. The creative options using this light is absolutely endless. Now when it comes to modifiers, just like the older versions, there's plenty. You could stick with its proprietary mount, which is the FM, or you can use the FM to Bowens S mount adapter that comes with this light. So if you already have strip boxes and projectors or snoots, that's gonna fit with your average Bowens mount. Nanlite makes some great modifiers. I love the mini dome to set really high at a frame with the grid, using as a kicker from behind for interviews with a hair light. We have the projector mount, which is absolutely dope. Different gobos could go in there. You could have slashes of light behind your talent for interviews, just adding a little bit more interest. You got the V mount and the MPF mount battery grip options. I personally like the V mount because I could get a really fat V mount, have that light on 100%, and we're going for hours all day. The nice thing about this light is the size, the portability, and just the price point on this light. Now, taking a look aesthetically of the Forza 60C, it's not much different than its previous versions. I would say it's about 1.5 to 2 inches longer so that Nanlite could fit its new tech inside. But aesthetically on the outside, the only thing I'm really noticing besides the little longer body length is the mode button now. The mode button simply allows us to go into the effects. There's a bunch of different effects that are built into this light, like a hue pulse, and you can now change some of the options inside as well. So I'm loving that they're updating this. Underneath the light, there's a USB port, so any updates in the future can be done right then and there. So now that you saw the Nanlite Forza 60C, what do you guys think about it? Do you think it's something that you're gonna add to your kit? Do you like the size, the modifier options, and the portability of this light? What light are you using currently as a kicker from behind? Let me know in the comments below. And if you thought this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out this channel. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm really trying to get this thing going again. So all your engagement helps me tremendously. Thank you again, Nanlite, for sending us the Forza 60C to give it a shot on our productions and in the real world test. We're loving this light, and I think you guys really will too. Once again, I'm Jason Anthony. Peace out.